the chili con queso. Now I know, I am truly in Texas. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Steve from Rockstar Eater coming to you with another rockin' episode. And I am here at the airport in Los Angeles because I'm gonna be flying out to a destination for a small food tour. Guess where I'm going? I am going to Houston, Texas. Oh yeah, this is actually gonna be my first time in Texas, believe it or not. I've never been to Texas before, so I don't know what it's like there, but I'm gonna find out in just a bit. So I'm gonna get on the plane right now, I'm gonna land, and I'm gonna eat a lot of awesome food on this trip. So in this video, I'm going to just give my overall thoughts on what I think about my experience in Texas, at least on the first day, coming from a Californian Los Angeles. So if you guys are thinking of going to Texas, then I guess you can use this video as a guide. So stick all the way to the end so that you can see my Texas adventures, seeing Texas for the first time. And also, if you're new to this channel, take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, because I post these food and travel videos weekly you don't want to miss out on. So go ahead, do that. Time to go in and time to get on that plane.
Lone Stars by the Frio River in the hill country. Come on and two-step across Texas with me.
I am here in Texas. Yeehaw! This is my first time landing in any airport in Texas, not even for a layover over in the past. This is so exciting. Oh wow, it is so hot here. Okay, that's the first thing that I noticed, is that it is very hot. I think it's 95 degrees at least, and the stories that I heard are true. It is a humid type of hot, kind of like what you'd find in Florida and parts of Asia, which I've been to. It's not like LA hot, where it's dry, which is I can kind of tolerate, but man, looks like I'm gonna have to put up with this the whole week. Jose? All right. Yes.
Hey honey, there's a lot to see. Lone Stars by the Frio River and the hill country. Come on and two-step across Texas with me.
So as we were driving, one of the things that I did notice as well is that in Texas, at least here in Houston, it's a lot of flat land. So what I mean by that is that you're not going to see too many mountains like you would see in the LA County area, and maybe that's one of the reasons why it's so hot here like it is right now. A lot of flat lands, and in terms of the actual scenery, what you see all around, it's definitely not LA County design. I would say probably more closer to like if you're driving around the Central California area. A lot of urban, but also a lot of rural as well, which is what you're going to find in a lot of parts of Texas. So I made it here, and this is where I'm gonna stay. So I'm gonna meet up with a friend and settle in for just a bit before I head off to my dinner spot. How's it going, Shay?
Great, man. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm so excited to be here. And it's nice and cool in here. Okay. I'm not gonna be spending way too much time here. It's just sleeping, and then day after day, just gotta check out some awesome eats in town, starting right now. All right, Jonathan, let's get this show on the road. Yeah, so Jonathan, this restaurant is only a mile away from what I heard. Is this your first time there?
Yes, it was my first time.
Oh, okay. Of course, this is my first time since I'm in Texas. Yeah, so we're gonna have a rockin' time. We're gonna start off eating some Tex Mex food. Oh yeah. Woo.
Believe me, honey, there's a lot to see. We'll make our way down to the Gulf of Mexico. Stop along.
This is the first time that I'm having Tex Mex like in an official Tex Mex restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't really have too many of those in Los Angeles.
Okay.
But if you have Tex Mex, obviously you got to get it here in Texas, right?
Exactly.
Here in Houston, which I heard actually has like some of the best Tex Mex in Texas, right?
Yeah, it does.
The fajitas right here, which you know, you can get a few different proteins, but we decided to get, ooh, it's still hot, like the steak as well as the chicken. Look how delicious that looks.
That's good.
How could you go wrong with a fajita, seriously?
You can't.
Yeah, fajitas, it's like, to me, I feel if you don't know what else to get on the menu, fajitas is always a safe bet.
It is.
Especially if it comes out on that sizzling platter. Yeah, in LA, I've had fajitas in quite a few restaurants, but I didn't know that it was actually popularized by this restaurant.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, it was a trivia. I found that out when I was researching online. Isn't that crazy?
It is.
Oh man, so yeah, this is it right here. This is the fajita spot. So this one is a classic Tex Mex dish, chili con queso. This one, I have not had it in Los Angeles.
Okay.
I mean, I thought we had every type of food there, but I've never seen this one there before, actually. This is kind of like the cheese they use on nachos, I think. Oh, that's cheesy. So when you come to this restaurant, or if you go to any restaurant that has Tex-Mex food, I heard this is the one you have to get because it's really everybody gets it in Texas from what I heard.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, remember that. Classic Tex-Mex dish right here. Had my first meal here in Texas. How exciting. And I'm about to see my first ever Texas sunset. It is getting dark here. And another thing that I did notice about people in Texas, or just the Texas culture, is that not everybody has that strong Texan, you know, that southern accent, because you kind of have that stereotype where if you come to Texas, like everybody's going to have that cowboy accent. But some of the people around here sound just like if they came from LA. I mean, something very close. I think it's because, you know, a lot of new people have moved into Houston from a lot of different areas. I can't say what it's like if you were to go to other more rural part of Texas, but at least for urban cities like Houston, you're going to see a lot of people talking pretty, I guess in a pretty normal way, or in the, you know, just like the regular American accent. All right, well, day one is down, and let's see more things that I can discover about Texas in the next day or two.
This is one of my favorite Vietnamese places in Houston, so.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, he told me he's been here a number of times already. He has a lot of good things to say, so that's why I'm excited to be here at this restaurant. So you see that? Ooh, look at that. That's pretty cool, isn't it? It's like Korean style ribs almost. That's almost as good as the best Korean barbecues I've had. See, the key word is almost. Wow, shit, I'm so happy now. Don't you just like how it's crispy and it's like kind of like has a barbecue flavor to it?
Yep, and a little bit of teriyaki going on, and yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the mi kwang. There's a way you're supposed to do it. So first off, I'm gonna demonstrate it for you, Shay. You take some of these limes right there, and you drizzle it around so that's nice and sour from what they told me to do. And then next, after that, you're supposed to mix it around. Yeah, this is definitely something I've never had, even back in Los Angeles. Maybe I haven't explored the menu enough in the Vietnamese restaurants I've been to, but I've never had anything like this when I was in LA. So this to me is pretty fun, what I'm eating today. Yeah, so you know, one of the things I noticed about Houston, especially downtown area, is that the traffic doesn't quite seem to be quite as bad. I mean, there is some traffic during rush hour, but in terms of the road rage, it's not like Los Angeles where people are going all nuts on the freeway every single day and getting into accidents. It seems like here, at least from what Shay's telling me, is that people are just kind of a little bit calmer, right?
Yeah, definitely less road rage. Probably same speed limits, same high speeds, but not nearly the amount of traffic, and especially stop and go traffic. The only time you're really hitting stop and go traffic is if there's been an accident.
And another thing that I really notice is that whenever there are games, concerts, baseball, it's very family oriented. Like a lot of families, kids and fathers and mothers. It's not quite like that in Los Angeles. I mean, of course, sometimes families will go together, but then you're gonna see a lot of friends, like young people, all going together to these type of events. Yeah, so it looks like a lot of things here are very family oriented and very family friendly.
Believe me, honey, there's a lot to see. We'll make our way down to the
Yep, so during my last couple of days here in Houston, these are all the things that I've seen and experienced and thought was very interesting about this trip so far, which I'm really enjoying. And I would say this is probably, a lot of it is what I expected when I came to Texas, is just based on a lot of things that I've been hearing, but just to kind of see it being played out in front of me was, so far it's been pretty cool. So if you guys are thinking of traveling to Texas, specifically Houston, or maybe even moving there, then I guess you can kind of use this video as a guide to kind of see the difference between, for example, Houston and Los Angeles, or maybe some other big urban cities out in the US. Well, anyways, there's a lot more to do in the city with my food tour, so I'm just gonna end it with this specific episode. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel because more of these awesome food and travel videos are coming out. Give me a big like, and don't forget to purchase your awesome Rockstar Eater t-shirt in the link, video description link, as well as the store tab. I hope you have a rockin' day, and I'll see you in the next food adventure.